So last week was a very upsetting week for a lot of science fiction fans, especially if you are a fan of the Stargate franchise. As we all know, Battlestar Galactica is on their last season, so they're going to be leaving Fridays at Sci-Fi. SG-1's been off for a while now. You know, we've had the 2 straight-to-DVD movies, which have been really good. They've tied up some loose ends and you know, done some new stuff with the story. But, you know, I had high hopes that Atlantis was going to stick around for a while. I wasn't a big fan of Atlantis when it first started, because I was a huge fan of SG-1. So I thought, you know, who are these new kids on the block trying to come in and steal my show, you know? But then every Friday I was really excited because you got SG-1, Atlantis, and Battlestar Galactica back on Friday nights. And they flipped that around on us and put Battlestar Galactica in the opposite season of the Stargate shows as some sort of marketing technique to keep viewership all year round. And, you know, they've decided to cancel Atlantis. And it's pretty upsetting because I have to say David Hewlett, Rodney McKay, is probably one of my favorite actors ever. I've always felt he was funny and witty, and more so after seeing the Shrine episode that aired last week. I'm just not sure where they're going with this. Now, I know they got the Stargate Universe show coming out, and they want us to believe that Atlantis being canceled had nothing to do with Stargate Universe, which I feel is an insult to the intelligence of their viewers. They also say they want to try and go for a younger audience. Well, I'm 32, and, you know, I've been watching Stargate SG-1 since early seasons. Off and on since it was on, I guess it was Showtime, whatever channel it started on, and then became an avid follower of the show once it went to the Sci-Fi channel. So I've been watching for a while, and I went to the theaters and saw the film also. And the fact they say they're trying to go for a younger audience and more mainstream, and it's almost insulting. It's like, not only did they insult our intelligence by trying to tell us that Stargate Universe, you know, coming on the air has nothing to do with Atlantis getting canceled or vice versa, but then they try to toss out that they're looking for a different fan base. I mean, what, are we not good enough as fans? I mean, I bought the DVD movies. I DVR the show every week, watch it every week. I've always been very supportive of the series. As fans, we commit to making the show successful, all these shows successful. And, you know, I just didn't expect this from the people that deal with Stargate. I expected them to have more respect for their fans. So basically, they punish us. They punish the fans for making the show successful by taking it off the air, and then saying they're going to create a new show that they're excited about, and they're hoping to get a younger fan base and make it more mainstream. That's not. I mean, do these people? How can they even look their fans in the eyes when they go to Comic-Cons or, you know, science fiction expos and things like that? How can those people look us in the face and act like we mean so much? I mean, we basically made their franchise successful, and that's the kind of response we get. I don't even know if they realize how insulting it is. Maybe they don't. But I've noticed a trend of a lot of popular shows. Shows that I enjoyed, like Surface, the 4400, shows like that got canceled, you know, either during the writer's strike or before the writer's strike, you know, around the time of the writer's strike. You know, I mean, hopefully with Heroes coming back on, that'll give me something to watch. And, you know, of course, I watch Eureka. And, you know, my Wednesdays are filled up with the reality ghost shows. You know, my friend Grant, what's up, Grant, over on Ghost Hunters. But what are we going to get on Fridays? So next year we have to get settled in for Sanctuary, which was a web-based show, which I've watched, and it's okay. It's all right. I mean, I don't know if it's going to get better once it gets on TV, but you can go watch all the episodes here on YouTube. You know, if you type in Sanctuary webisode, it'll pop up all the episodes. I don't know if it's going to get better, and I love Amanda Tapping, don't get me wrong, but, you know, and then I saw David Hewlett was in the first episode, either first or the second episode, I believe it was the first episode. He did like a cameo, And, you know, maybe it'll be good. I don't know. I'm just not really feeling it right now. And then Stargate Universe, you know, are we supposed to jump on board for that? Do they even want our viewership? They want a younger crowd. They want to make it more mainstream. So do they want our viewership? I don't know. I guess we'll have to hold out and see. But I'm very disappointed. You know, what's going to happen? We start watching Stargate Universe in 3 years. We make it really popular and they take it off the air and make it into DVD movies to suck more money out of our pockets. It doesn't take a genius to figure out why they're doing what they're doing. And it's just insulting to the people that made the show successful.